What do I ask?
You got confused in one question.
How don't you know how many speed he has? How is this possible? Am I a tube?
I'm sure you sat there thinking, I'm Batman. Am I vinegar? Oh, I'm a fruit.
No?
Hello, everyone.
Yo.
Alright, when you come down, let us know. Come on, Joystick, we've stuck here for 10 years. Hey everyone, it's the Rainbow Six roster. I'm here today with Dan, Sheppard, Joystick, always, and myself, Pasha. Today we're going to play Who Am I? So, the way you play this game is you glue a piece of paper on your forehead. No glue please. Okay, you don't glue it. Every member of the roster will be... Oh, why? Will be prompted with a thing, an entity, or a character. Basically, whatever can be prompted. The person has to then ask questions that will help them to get to the answer. And that's pretty much it. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's roll. But I'm blind, I can't see anything. I can't see what always has to. Oh, what are you all blind? Joystick's thing is obvious. Like, very obvious. It's clear. Alright, let me see what you got. Oh, I see what always has now. Joystick's prompt is very nice, I think. Okay, so I have to ask questions. You have to... Am I animate? Yeah. Am I a human? Yeah. Am I a Rainbow Six character? No. Am I animate? No. Am I animate? No. Alright. Am I animate? No, you're not. Am I animate? No. Always is closer than everyone else. Okay, do I exist in the real world? Well, no. Am I related to our game? Yes. Am I an operator's gadget? Yes. Is this operator... male? Yes. Right, I'm an animate. Am I related to Rainbow Six? No. Too bad. Do I exist in the real world? Well, generally yes. Maybe. Well... Oh, obviously yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. Am I related to our game? Yes. Am I a gadget? Well, yeah. I see. Am I related to our game? No. Obviously not. Alright, I'm a person that doesn't exist in the real world. I'm not a character of our game, but I'm a person. I'm a person, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm a person. I'm a movie or cartoon character? Yeah. A movie character. Yes. Do I have special abilities? Yes. Kinda, yeah. Yeah. Do I stop now? Yeah. Right, a male operator. Is it a defender? No. I feel very lost and confused. This is a very hard prompt. Anything out of Rainbow Six will be unreal for me to guess. This bit goes hard on your head. Alright, I'm inanimate. I don't know. Am I a character? An inanimate character? Oh, hold on a second. What am I talking about? Am I an item? Yes. Alright. You are inanimate after all. Makes sense. Alright, it's so over for me now. Can you meet me in a day-to-day life? Yes. Am I present in this room? No. Alright then. Right, I'm a shared gadget, right? I mean, for both attackers and defenders. Am I something edible? No. Am I a superhero? No. What do you mean he's not? I don't think he is. That's subjective. He's not like a literal superhero. I'm forgetting what questions I asked. You asked something about attackers. You asked if you were a defender's gadget, we told you you're not. Let me reiterate, is this a shared gadget? No.
What do I ask?
I am an item. An everyday item. It's a hard prompt.
Why me? I'm such an imbecile.
Okay, look, Pasha, you gotta generalize it. What types of items are there? Dan gave you a very good hint. Can you hold me one hand?
What is this fucking question?
Alright. Nice, 2 more questions. No, I mean like, I fit in the fist. In a hand? No, yes. Really. That was your last question. Yeah, okay. Am I an attacker's gadget? No. Alright, I'm an item, correct? Inedible. Inedible? Am I a large item? How do you want me to answer this? Not really. Compared to something so we could tell you if it's bigger or smaller. Let's say a 0.5 liter ball. Around that size. Well, yeah. What does that give me? I don't know why you asked this. Alright, look. Am I related to To computers somehow. Well, yeah. To electronics in general. Yeah. So it's an electronics item. Yeah. It's some kind of a device? Well, yeah. I've got special abilities, but I'm no superhero. I don't exist in real life, only in movies. In movies, right? Yeah. Am I popular? Yes. Very popular, huh? Incredibly popular. Am I a Russian character? No, no Russian. Come on, Joystick. I don't know, okay. I'm an attacker. I'm a gadget of that attacker. Man, art is what I have, not you. I wonder how to categorize them to understand what gadget is this. Just name the gadgets if you're tripping. In every question? Yes, in every question. That's bullshit. That's very easy though. Why do you even give him hints? He has it easy anyway. Yeah, don't hint. I'm not hinting. Pasha, we won't hint you. Yeah, no need giving me hints. They're my breach? No. Why are you asking it like this? Well, I tried categorizing. Categorize them? Like Pasha. Am I present in everyone's houses? Well, not necessarily. Likely not. Okay, don't count this question. Hold up, but you asked. Whatever, let him ask questions. Let me have another question. Give him a chance. Am I related to electricity? No, not at all. Okay, so I'm a defensive gadget. Yeah. Am I related to info somehow? No. Right, so I'm a device. An electricity device. Am I present in PCs? Inside? Yeah, no. Am I a supervillain? No. Oh, come on. I don't know. How do I categorize operators? Well, I did somehow. Did you hear his question just now? Yeah, but think then. What do attacker's abilities do? Why do we even help him? It's just that there's only males and categorize them by countries. By speed. Oh yeah, I'll remember what speed everyone has. Don't you know the speed they have? What are you, dumb? Sometimes they're updated, so I don't. Just ask whatever you feel. Well, okay. Is this a 3-speed operator? No. No? No, I don't think so. So you yourselves don't know? Well, he feels like a 15-speed character. Yeah, that's one garbage hint. Nah, I don't think you're correct. Okay, so I fit in hand. Some people have me at home, not in a fist. I mean, can you just hold me like this? No, like this. Pasha's asking the best question so far. I just want to ask, am I a tube? Yes, Pasha, congratulations! Winner! Good, thanks. Next question. I mean, Dan showed it like I'm a freaking tube. Am I a trap? No. Am I a device? You already used the Russian word for that. What is device for you? Well, I mean, like gear? Gear, I think. No. Well, hold on then. Not gaming gear. No. I wouldn't say he is. Okay, I'm not a superhero, not a supervillain. I've got a special ability, but I'm not Russian. But you're very popular. But I'm very popular. I'm not a bogatir then. Who has special abilities and he's not a superhero or a supervillain? I think he's got confused with you got confused in one question. I don't know why they say he's not a superhero. Yeah, I would say he is. For you, is superhero like a super positive character? Or you mean like an Avenger or something? No, a superhero. A super positive character. A positive character with some special abilities. Then yes, he is. Then yes. God damn it. You are a positive character. Is this from like Marvel or DC? No. No? No. 2-speed character, right. We didn't say that. We did. Always just said it is a 2-speed character. No, I asked if it's a 3-speed, and you said feels like. Always I think said it's a 2-speed. No, he didn't. I think it's a 2-speed because no way a 1-speed can feel like 500 speed. It's a possibility. No way. Oh, stop helping him. Okay, is he a 2-speed? I don't know. No. No? No? I don't think so.
When you'll be like, oh, don't you know how many speed he has? How is this possible?
Yeah, it's a 2-speed. Is it? Yeah. Assholes developed this game. You sure? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's a 2-speed. Look it up. Let Pasha ask questions then for now. Alright, I'm inedible. Why? Why do you think so? Yeah, nobody said that. No, that's a question. Am I inedible? No. So I'm edible. Yes. Now you've got a chance. Too bad you're not a tube, Pasha. Would be really close. Sheppard may see what he is in the reflection. Look, he's gonna open the camera app. Yeah. I decided not to look it up since you complained I could see what I am. Let's say it's a 2-speed. We'll check it later. Is it related to Heart Breach? No. I'm not info, I'm not a trap. Am I related to denying hard breach? No. What is this useless? It's very useful. I am not gear. Not gaming gear. Correct. I am a device with the size of a 0.5 liters bottle. Correct. Man, I was thinking about something here. Something really cool. I forgot. Okay, what devices are there that aren't gaming gear, but related to electronics? Yeah. Well, electronics that... I'm electronics that everyone has. Yes. Am I a phone? No. Is your phone as big as a bottle? Well... Okay, I'm confused. I'm very famous. Not from the Marvel or DC universes, but I have special abilities. I'm from movies. What superheroes are there with special abilities not from Marvel or DC and very popular? Do I have a companion? Well, kind of. Reformulate the question. Do I have an animal? Well, it's complicated. Yeah, he definitely has one. It's definitely shown. Yeah, there is one. The mask? No? Not the mask? Nope. Moving on. You asked about hard breaches. The answer was no. Male attacker not related to hard breach. Is it often used in competitive? It is. You fuckers, that gives me nothing. Just name them all. You'll get there eventually, man. Yeah, you started asking good questions too. If you won't guess what it is, you ain't leaving out of here. He doesn't have flashbangs, no. No flashbangs. Alright, come on, Pasha. Okay, am I drinkable? In theory, yes. Yes, drinkable. Oh, I'm so screwed. Nah, I mean like... You don't really drink it. But you can drink it. You can. In theory, you can drink it. Jeez. You have such possibility. Oh, I'm a fruit. No. You can drink it. You're a veggie. Am I? I am a veggie. I am a veggie tube. I'm a zucchini. Right, I'm not a fruit. Hold up. Hey, turn is over. Does my gadget belong to a male operator? No. Okay, I am a device that everyone has. Yeah. Like everyone. Well, like 90%. Alright, I'm a half-liter size device. Whoever uses PC and all that, they definitely have it. But it's not gear. It's not gaming gear. That was a mistake from my side when I said that. I don't think I'm on the right track anyway. So it's related to PCs. It's not gear. It's not a component inside, like a graphics card and all that. What is it, a button? No. Do I have a suit? You mean some default superhero suit? Yeah, something like his own suit he wears. No. Am I a flashbang? Something like that, perhaps. Ying's Candelas? No. No? Be quiet, man. Wait, what do you mean, something like that? Hold up, we either have yes or no. Am I a flashbang? The answer is no. Well, yes. No, you are. Okay, now this is better. Okay, you can drink me at some point. Well, we figured out you're not a fruit and not a tube. And you can drink me. But like, 50-50. You fit in a hand. Let's forget about that. You can drink. I don't even know what it is. Ice cream? No. Or yes. Is this your final question? No, I'm just thinking. Is my shape cylindrical? Yes. And you can drink me. How the hell? Through a tube. You can be drunk, but nobody drinks you. Nobody drinks me. People eat me. This fluid can be both eaten and drunk. Fluid. That's a nice hint. Alright, Sheppard, you can ask a question. Am I Clash? No. Okay, everybody has me. I'm related to PCs, not gear, and not computer in general. Does this go on a desk? Is it in your gaming space? Is it in yours? No. That's it. Well, okay, is it in yours then? Let's make a poll. Do you have this on your desk? On a desk? No. Do you have this on your desk? You said in your gaming space. Well, what is gaming space for you? Is it just the desk? Yeah, well, the desk. Maybe you place it on a PC case. Nah. On a shelf nearby. No? You have something on your PC case? Well, actually, it is in the gaming space. We asked what's gaming space for him. He said it's the desk, so basement is also gaming space? In theory, this might stand on a case, on a shelf. Theoretically, yes, but nobody out of us four have it there.
He needs more detailed questions. Okay, basically, it is in the gaming space. I'm a superhero. No suit, very popular. I kinda have a companion, and I kinda don't. Kinda have an animal, and kinda don't. No, you do have an animal. I think we confused him with that. I think you confused him with the superhero initially. I'm sure he sat there thinking, I'm Batman. He did find out he's not from DC or Marvel. Yeah, but he's thinking in that direction. Am I a comedic character? No. No? Am I Blitz? Yes. Congrats. Well, actually, no. What do you mean? You're not. You haven't guessed the gadget yet. Well, Blitz's gadget. What is it called? Can't you name it? Well, Blitz's flashbang, this activation. Can't you name it? I don't know the name. You don't know what he's holding? Huh? What is he holding? A shield? Well, fuck you then. Take it off. Now leave. Get the hell out of here. What the hell am I? A cylinder with water or not water? What am I? I don't understand. Do I leave? I want to stay. No, stay. You're answering. And give me more hints. I'm some kind of a fluid. You can either eat or drink me. But I'm mainly eating. Yes. Alright, cool. Now, who am I? I've had a can of Pringles in my head the entire time, but that's definitely not it. I'm not that, right? Good. Alright, you skipped the question. Great question from me. I'm a Pringles can. First it was a tube, then a can of Pringles. Sometimes I drink Pringles at mornings. I don't even know.
Добро пожаловать! Bootcamp Kappa и Virtus.Pro. Время прокачать скиллы и получить доступ к секретной коллекции. Открой для себя капсулу Kappa и Virtus.Pro. И помни, главное внутри.
Alright, I'm a gadget, right? Correct. Of a defender. Correct. Well, from the most useless ones I named Clash. I'm not Clash. Now I'm left with Caveira. You were told otherwise. Pasha said you were extremely useful. She's very useful. I asked about info, so it's not Valkyrie, not a trap, so not Ella. When you look at it, it seems very obvious, and when you think for yourself, you don't understand at all. You should have seen yourself. I think these two have it the hardest. Yeah, but they're items. They're not related to the game. If they'd steal questions from each other like we did, they'd guess much faster. But they don't steal, I'm not sure why. Yeah, they're... So I have to ask about edibles? My electronic device is edible. No, he asked about edibles, and he asked the same thing only 3 laps after thinking he's a tube. Am I a tube? Do I have anything to steal from him? Anything. There is. One of the first questions was really good. Alright, so... female character. Let me ask some random shit. My character is from... Oh, I don't know. I should probably know. No. From Europe? No. I don't think so. So you don't even know the country? I roughly do, I think. Not sure about the country, but I'm sure it's not Europe. So, I'm related to PCs. I'm in the gaming space. Is it related to lighting somehow? Well, somehow related. Directly? What do you mean, directly? I mean something that can glow. No. No, I mean, it does. Nah. It's not lighting, I mean, it doesn't glow. It does, it does. Can I use it in the dark? No. Oh, I'm gonna get insane. I have a companion. Right? Well, you have an animal. I have an animal. You definitely have an animal. I have one animal. Well, kinda. Like, you definitely have at least one. One is definitely your animal. He had some other animals too. Do I know this character? Naturally. Everyone knows him, I think. Remember all the extremely popular universes? Universes? Well, it's a really popular hero. There's DC, there's Marvel. This is the same cult. Some kind of a superhero cult? Well, you keep sticking to this superhero... Superhero? Oh no. Superhero here means like a positive character. He has super abilities. Well, this... I would argue with. They say yes. I didn't say that. So it's a regular human, just a positive character, right? For me, he's a regular dude, no super abilities. He can't live 2 dudes like you with 1 pinky finger, right? Well, can he do something an average human can't? Yes. Always, maybe we'll try guessing what kind of power he has. I have no clue. Think you can categorize powers in many ways. Mental power. Something related to the head. Yeah, actually. It's up there. It's not Professor Xavier. Well, give everyone a hint. This is one of the movies that are often shown during, say, winter holidays. Home Alone. Sick. No, it's a good end. What you mean? Just great. I watched a lot of TV during New Year. It's not really about the TV. Remember your childhood. I'm trying. Harry Potter. Tim? No, we can't give more hints. We definitely can't. We can't give any more hints. Grinch? Home Alone? I mean, Jesus, you got it. Mowgli? Guessed it. Congrats. You're Harry Potter. You're a tube. Can I get an elaboration? I'm liquid and not liquid, right? And solid at the same time. How does it work? You're liquid. Like totally liquid. Yeah. How can you eat me then? These dudes told me you can eat me. How do I tell you whether yes or no? Yes. Like you can't chew me. No. You can't be drunk after all. A mirror. No. I'm in everyone's rooms. Yes. And I'm not a piece of furniture because I'm some kind of a device. Electronics. Yes. Am I related to electricity? I mean, do I give it away? Yes. I give electricity. I'm a socket. No. Well, yeah. I'm a socket splitter. Yes. It's called differently. It's called power board. I'm a power board. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm water. No. Do we pick this character often? Nah. So we don't pick a useful character. We're retarded. Yes. Do I take part in eating dishes? It depends. You can't be there. They can eat with you or without you. Am I vinegar? Nah. Am I actually a useful character? Very. And she's not a trapper, she doesn't give info, she doesn't deny hard breaches. Nope. It's not Clash or Caveira. No. Okay, while you're thinking, am I sweet? Yes. Honestly, this gives me fuck all. I'd even say you're too sweet. Am I this cream or what? No? Not Mira, not Frost, not Caveira, not Valkyrie. Useful. Useful. Useful female character. Annoying. Well, that's just... Well, annoying. Not Valkyrie. Not Mira. Right. Do Azami traps count? No. It's called Azami barrier. Right, okay. These aren't traps, right? Okay, I'm sweet, viscous, condensed. Condensed? You're so close. What, nothing came to mind after this? Man, what's wrong with you? Condensed milk. Oh, fuck. That's just so fucked up. That's terrible. I thought I accidentally gave Joystick a hint in the very beginning by saying, oh, what a character. I thought I totally gave it away. Joystick asked, do I have flashbangs? And I say, yeah. And he all say no. And I think, shit, I gave it away. Joystick didn't get it. I just thought I'm flashbang. When you said I'm flashbang, I thought you guessed it. And you said Ying. I named Ying even though I had a male operator. I totally forgot about it. Always was the second. You had it very easy. You just got confused with the questions. Yeah. I think the superhero or not superhero stuff was... When you said animal, did you think about the owl? Yes, the owl. Is that his animal? Yeah, well... For me, he's not super. I mean, he doesn't have superpowers. It's just that it's the world with magic, and it's okay for them to have sticks and actually do stuff with them. He's the strongest. He survived the strike of Voldemort. Yeah, he sent him somewhere. Yeah, and he just killed him. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Make sure to let us know what do we film next. Write what other words should we guess. Though we won't read them so we don't cheat. Bye-bye.
Yo.